Welcome back to the Coins and Connections podcast, where we explore all things books, business, and bullshit. My favorite bees. I'm your host, the fairy coin mother, Cinquanta Cox-Smith of www.cinquantacoxsmith.com. Now let's get into today's episode. Hey guys, welcome back to the Coins and Connections podcast. This is your girl, Cinquanta Cox-Smith of www.cinquantacoxsmith.com. Smile for me. And you are now entering the 200th episode. Y'all, we made it. We made it. 200 episodes of the Coins and Connections podcast. I could not be here without your support, without your listens, your shares, your reviews, you telling someone about it, all of my guests from the past, and me. I would like to thank me for supporting me, for showing up as me week after week, even when I did not want to. I am so proud of myself, and I'm going to take this time to love on myself because, wow, who would have thought that I would make it to 200 episodes of a podcast? Everybody got a podcast now. I'm still doing it without money. How many people are creating good content without getting paid? Learn to separate what you intake and who you intake it from. And that is just my spill. So this is going to be a nice little throwback episode. After starting with the 200 episode, I think I'm going to go ahead and move this into season 10. So everything from 200 on or till the end of the year, it just depends, will be marked as season 10. We're going to do rapid fire questions today. We're going to bring back the Q Money Back Thought of the Week. And we're going to do a little explore that niche, sprinkle in with less niche down. But we are going to reflect on what I've learned as a podcaster. And then we're just going to talk our shit. We're going to go over the book, the business, and the bullshit in this episode. So buckle up. I want it to be a good one. I want it to be a nice long listen. And again, I just want to say thank you. If you have listened to all 200 episodes, you are the real MVP, my most valuable player. And I truly want to say thank you. I've binged a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts weekly. And I'm sure I would feel the same way as if I was making millions from this podcast. But I'm not. And to still be doing it is like by way of a miracle. There's nothing holding me to be here. There's no ad that is playing that is holding me by the neck saying you got to read this ad every week or you have to have X amount of podcasts. I am doing it independently on my own at my own will. And I'm loving every minute of it, even when it gets rough. I have the hardest time being consistent sometimes, and sometimes I have the hardest time being consistent in more than one thing, but this helps me with my consistency, as you guys have learned over these podcast episodes. But I'm just blessed, and we just gonna keep this going. 200, y'all. It's time for our rapid fire questions of the day. Let's go ahead and get into these rapid fire questions of the day. The first rapid fire question of the day is, what's your favorite number and why? My favorite number is 11. I don't know if it's always been 11, but little secret, I don't know if it's a secret, but ex-boyfriend in high school was number 11 on the football team and I think basketball team. I ended up being number 11 for basketball as well, I think. And then 11 was my number for volleyball. And then it just stuck with me. I just always liked number 11 later on in life, realizing it's angel number and so many, thoughts and things like that. But it has truly been significant like in my life, just in general. But that is my favorite number. The next question is, what advice would you give your young self? I'm going to think back to young 20-ish Quanta. Know that every problem you face, every situation that arise, you handle them to the best of your ability for what you had known. Later on in life, of course, you are going to understand that not every choice or decision was good, and that it is okay to be vocal about how you feel and never let anyone silence your voice, your joy. Don't pay attention to the people who tell you that you're doing too much. You are perfectly okay, shining bright in all of your light. The people who told you that were living their unloved self. You are a light, and you'll always be a light, and never forget it. That is what I would tell my younger self, because what I didn't understand then, I truly understand now, of how much power I had in my voice. And it took me years to get it back. I would tell my younger self, don't lose it. So I encourage my daughter to voice her opinions and her frustrations. And I tell her, don't ever let anyone silence that, because it was a real hard downfall for me. Ooh, got a little deep there. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would that be? On a beach, near a beach, not a lake. I want some clear blue water, sand, swim with the dolphins, greenery, but leave the lizards and the mosquitoes, and we're good. The view, the sound of the waves. I'm visualizing it right now. A beautiful beach, drinking a pina colada out of a coconut or a pineapple. Are you there with me? Do you smell the ocean water? Yep, that's where I want to be. So the last question is, who do you love the most? Me. I love me the most. I love me before anyone else other than God. But I love me the most, and I want to give myself all the love. I want to love every inch of my body, every inch of my mind and soul. I love me the most. That wraps up our rapid fire questions of the day.
This segment is called Q Money Bags Thought of the Week.
We are back with the Q Money Bags Thought of the Week, and let me just say, I'm sorry for my language, but the topic is fuck these micro locks. I need to get these shit out of my head ASAP. I thought it was a good idea. I really did. But I wanted curly ends. And my hair is just so curly that the amount of time that I've spent trying to maintain the curly ends takes longer than the retying. It's a lot. And I think I only maybe retied my hair 3 times. This month, June 25th, would be a year. I've loosed out half, but they're so freaking small that I still have like majority of the middle of my head to go. And I just don't have the time. I have not been very confident lately because I look like I don't know. I just don't look like myself because I'm trying to lose out my hair, but then I'm also trying to be outside and look decent. And half locks and half natural is not working because I can't like really blow dry the parts that are out. It is just very nerve-wracking. Yeah, I tried it. I actually tried it for, I'm going to say I tried it for a year because I feel like by the end of June, I'll still probably have a few left in my head. That is where I am with those micro locks. And then the second part of the Q Money Bag Thought of the Week, my whole life is on Do Not Disturb, and I am learning to love it. I'm learning to embrace it. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything, no FOMO. I don't know what's going on in other people's lives unless they tell me. I'm not prying, not a lot of gossiping, just really truly focused on myself first and then my family. Really trying not to be stressed, but there are stressful situations. There's always going to be stressful situations, and learning to understand that a lot of them I cannot control, but I can control me. That's pretty much where I am. I hope you guys are enjoying this episode so far. We have our very last segment, Explore That Niche and Let's Niche Down. Just keep on listening, stick with me, keep celebrating this 200 episode with me. I'm trying to give you guys my all. I'm trying to give you a nice lengthy podcast episode to listen to that you will enjoy and want to share. So keep listening.
Explore that niche.
Let's go ahead and get into our Explore That Niche, and then at the end we'll go into a little less niche down. We are going to be talking about 3 different niches today. It's going to be Father's Day, Juneteenth, and Pride. I did use Amazon to go ahead and get some search results statuses. I did add 2023 to all of these because these are pretty broad and wide niches. For Father's Day 2023, under all departments, that keyword brought up 10,000 search results. When I added Father's Day 2023 t-shirt, I got 5,000 search results. When I did Father's Day 2023 journal, I got 5,000 search results. Under clothing for the Father's Day t-shirt, I got 2,000 search results. And under books for the Father's Day journal, I got 4,000 search results. The next one is Juneteenth 2023. I got 1,000 search results under all departments. When I did Juneteenth 2023 t-shirt, I got 765 search results. Juneteenth 2023 journal, I got 33 search results. When I went under clothing for the t-shirt, I got 684 search results. When I went under book for the journal, I got 15 search results. And then we have the last one, which is Pride 2023. I got 1,000 search results. For Pride 2023 t-shirt, I got 3,000. Pride 2023 journal, I got 631. When I went under clothing for the t-shirt, I got 2,000 search results. And when I went under books for journal, I got 427 search results. More opportunity there for Juneteenth and Pride, adding in 2023 and probably niching down a little bit more. For the less niche down, I did think that maybe you could create some Pride parade type of shirts, garments, hats, anything that you think is, and it doesn't have to be a specific location. I would just say I celebrated or I walked in the Pride parade, just something like that will help you to go ahead and get into that space, because I'm sure there's going to be lots of parades, and if you sell on merch, this is definitely a good place to upload that at. If you already have a Pride Tailor store, that is a definite way to go ahead and explore some options there. And then as far as Father's Day, I think one of the biggest thing is maybe celebrating the new fathers. I don't know how that would look for your brand if you're already in that niche, maybe celebrating the new fathers, maybe new grandfathers, new uncles, just becoming an uncle or aunt and things like that for the first time. I'm going to be an aunt for the first time from my blood sister. I had already been an aunt on the in-law side, but it just hits different when it's your actual blood sister that has the baby, because you already have, most of the time you already have a closer connection with your sibling. So in my opinion, I'm going to be a first time aunt. It's not like I'm an aunt by marriage. It's I'm going to be an auntie and I'm going to be the best auntie ever. Shout out to my sister and my little niecey, Keke. What's up, girl? Your auntie is waiting for you to arrive. I'm super excited about that, but those are just some ideas, and I hope you guys truly enjoyed this segment. Like I said, I wanted to celebrate, and I wanted to give you lots of information. I wanted to give you a nice long episode to enjoy. Until next time.
Thank you so much for listening and subscribing to the Coins and Connections podcast. Don't forget to leave a review and join the conversation over on Facebook and Instagram using the hashtag Coins and Connections. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Cinquanta Cox-Smith and at Coins and Connections. You can shop all merch at www.coinsandconnections.com. I love you more than I love this podcast. Peace.